Personally, I'm a football fan, but not everyone here cares that much about sports to the extent you might think. I work in horse racing now, and I knew absolutely nothing, nothing at all. I've been to the races once or twice, and that's all I could tell you. But like, you really don't need to know everything about sports. It's more your marketing knowledge that you will build on from your time in the company. I think the longer you work in, let's say, the bet side, and particularly commercial or things like that, you pick up certain things from working with the other people that do know about it. But knowing a lot about sport is absolutely not a requirement.
There's no requirement to know that much about sport. You can be incredibly good at your role by just having your like marketing knowledge, really. There's definitely no requirement to be an absolute sports fanatic.
You definitely don't have to have that knowledge of sport. There's plenty of roles around the business where you don't need to know the ins and outs of a sport to progress in your career. I know lots of people that came on the graduate program that didn't probably have that in-depth knowledge of sport that have still here and they're succeeding in their roles. So like, I wouldn't put anyone off applying for it if they don't think they have the background or the undergraduate degree that they think they need for Paddy Power. Like, they obviously want to hire people from different backgrounds.
Yeah, so for me, I've never been a big gambler, don't know a lot about sports, wasn't really sure if it was for me, but I was really reassured in the application process and on my assessment day all the way through that I didn't need to do either of those things or have knowledge about either of those things. And if I was able to just sort of knuckle down and like learn, then it wasn't going to be an issue. And I found that to be true so far.
You definitely don't need to know anything about sports. I genuinely have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Gary Neville came in the other week into the office. I had no idea who he was. It's not a big deal at all. You don't need to know anything beforehand.
I've actually never, don't tell anyone this, I've never actually been in a betting shop or casino and don't know anything about odds, and I don't know a huge amount about sport, but it hasn't stopped me, or at least no one's figured it out just yet. So I wouldn't have any reservations if that's a concern.